Good morning, Buckeye teachers. Kim Rimby here to talk to you a little more about math. Today, I'd like to talk to 4th and 5th grade teachers about multi-digit division. You may or may not have noticed that the standard algorithm does not appear in our standards until 6th grade, which means that in 4th and 5th grade, you should be using strategies based on place value, properties, and the relationship between multiplication and division. So, if you're not teaching the standard algorithm, your book is teaching it, but books don't teach kids, teachers teach kids. So how do you as a teacher make division come alive if your book is not quite giving you the support that you need? Today I'm going to share just one of many strategies you might use to help students start to grapple with this idea of multi-digit division without using the standard algorithm. The strategy I'm going to share with you today is called the Big 7. You may have seen it before, and it really does a nice job of helping students use the relationship between multiplication and division to get at this idea of what it means to divide. So let's start with something as simple as 132 divided by 5. What I'm going to do is start off by just creating a multiplication bank over here to the side. So I'm going to look at facts of 5 that would help me get to 132, because I know that I want to find how many times does 5 go into 132. So let's just start with 5 times 5 gives me 25, and 5 times 10 gives me 50, and 5 times 20, let's see, double 10 is 20, double 50 would give me 100. So those 3 multiplication facts might help me figure out 132 divided by 5. So I'm going to rewrite this 132 divided by 5 so that it looks like a traditional division problem, but we're not going to do traditional division here. What we're going to do is just create a line down the side that's going to help us use multiplication over here to figure out what's going on with our division. So let's see, I have 132. I'm going to look at this whole number. Usually with the standard algorithm, we're looking at digit-based strategies, but we're going to look at a whole number strategy here. So I'm going to look at 132. How many 5s can go into 132? Over here, I saw, I could get to 100 with 5 times 20. So I'm going to use 20 here. And I know that 20 times 5 used up 100. So 5 times 20 is 100. So I'm going to subtract and see that I have 32 left. So I have 25s that went into 132 that used up 100 of it. And now I have 32 left. So let's see, 5 times 5 gives me 25. I know that 5 times 6 is 30. So I'm going to put that 6 over here, and I know that 5 times 6 gives me 30. So that leaves me with 2 left over. And if I only have 2, I'm not going to divide that by 5. So I know that I have 20 and 6 is 26 with a remainder of 2. Now in 5th grade, you might start introducing this notion that that could have been a fraction. So I could have said it was 26 and 2 out of 5 left. 2 out of 5, 2 divided by 5. So either one of those would be acceptable. This is more 4th grade. 5th grade would also record with a remainder or with a fraction. So that's just one strategy you might use to help your students understand division without using the standard algorithm. So let's try it with something a little bigger, because 5th grade, you're dividing by 2-digit numbers, correct? So now we have 132 divided by 23. So I'm going to make my multiplication bank, and I'm going to see how many times does 23 go into 132. So I know I can multiply 23 times 2 to get me to 46. I can multiply 23 times 4. Let's see, double 2 is 4. Double 46 is 92. Let's see, 23 times 8. Double 4 is 8. Double 92 would be 184. Oops, that's too much. So maybe I'll start out by just using 23 times 4. So I'll rewrite 132 divided by 23. That's the vinculum, the house, if you will. And so we're going to look at how many times does 23 go into 132. Let's see, I know that I could go in 4 times. So let's just put this little multiplication line here. It can go in there 4 times, and 23 times 4 gave me 92. So 132 minus 92 leaves me with 40. Okay, so now how many times can 23 go into 40? Well, I know that 23 times 2 is 46, and that's more than 40, so I think I'm only going to get one more time out of that. So 40 minus 23 leaves me with 17. So here I have 4 plus 1 is 5, with a remainder of 17. I want to check and make sure that 17 is less than 23, because that means that 23 is not going to go in there any more times. Or I could have said 5 and 17/23 if I'm getting towards the end of 5th grade. So once again, that's how you can use the Big 7 and a multiplication bank to help you figure out how to do division using a whole number strategy rather than the traditional digit-based strategies. I'm going to be doing some more workshops on this in January or February, so be on the lookout for those if you'd like to learn more about how to use this particular strategy or other strategies for helping students really explore the notion of multi-digit division prior to introducing the standard algorithm in 6th grade. I look forward to working with you soon. Have a great day.